Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I got something a little bit special for you guys. So as you guys know, we have the Cadillac build going on right now. We also have the Camaro build, and we just finished the Hellcat build right over here. But what's happening with the Camaro right now is it's actually at the shop, not our shop, it's at the dealership shop. They're trying to fix the transmission issue. It's still going on. It's been there for about 3 weeks now. And then the Cadillac, we're at a standstill for parts right now. They're on back order. And I just sold the 2018 Nissan Versa. I'll play the clip right now. Yeah guys, so it's pretty crazy. The Versa's finally gone. So I guess it's time to reveal a new build, guys. So this new build is about 6 hours away, maybe 7-ish. It's in a whole nother state. So let's just go ahead, make this drive out there and get the cheapest 2022 Ford Mustang Mach 1. Alright guys, so we're about 5 hours in right now. We got 2 more to go, but just wait until you guys see this car. And the wind is making my hair all crazy again. But we're just getting some gas right now, and we're racing against the clock because we probably will have like 10 minutes to pay for the car and everything before the system's shut down for the rest of the day. And it's a Friday, so we gotta hurry this thing up because we ran a little bit behind schedule and it's just getting late. So let's just go ahead, get this gas, and hop back onto the road. Alright guys, so we just made it here to the lot. It's my first time actually buying from this lot. So far the experience is alright. I wouldn't say it's the best. I got a crazy story for you guys. But first of all, let's just get the car and get out of here because I don't want to stick around here longer than I have to because I don't want to get locked in here. So let's just go ahead. Hopefully we can see that brand new build and then we'll reveal it to you guys and we'll talk about it later.
Oh my god, dude. Guys, the Mach 1 is right there. Yes, baby.
Alright guys, check this out. We gotta load this thing up, strap it up, we gotta get going. I gotta put this in the trunk. Alright guys, got the key right here.
Dude, look at the key. Dude, this is crazy.
Alright guys, so the car is fully strapped up now. This thing looks insane with all these straps, and it looks insane without the straps. But I'm super excited guys to take this thing home, but we're really hungry, so let's go ahead and go get some food. Alright guys, so we're here at the restaurant. Every time I get the chance to come out of state and have one of those burger places to eat at, I always try to stop by there because it's always a while since I get to eat those. They don't have them where I live. But check this thing out guys. This thing looks nice and strong and secure right here on this trailer. I still can't believe it. Honestly, this is pretty crazy guys. This thing is amazing, and you can barely see inside the interior, but this thing's got some crazy stuff in there. But let's just go ahead and go get some burgers. Thank you.
Yep. got done eating out at In-N-Out, guys.
So we just got done at In-N-Out, guys, and I went in, I filmed us, you know, going in the store and everything, but I totally forgot to film us eating the food and stuff. But basically, we had a pretty interesting interaction when we got here. So there's these two dudes. They're actually trying to buy the Mustang off me, and you guys know me. I would never sell this car. So basically, the interaction I had, it could have been a scam, honestly. But what happened was they came up to me and they asked me if I was what happened to the car and basically everything like that, and asking if I would sell it to them. And obviously they were telling me that they wouldn't buy a car if it was totaled, which obviously, look at this. So I told them, yeah, this car's totaled. So he's like, okay, I don't want it.
They were trying to sell us their business.
Yeah.
They were like, we can fix it up.
Then he was continuing to say, all right, so we won't buy the car off you, but we can fix it for you. I was like, no, man, that's okay. So yeah, guys, it's pretty crazy, but we just got finished eating, and this is honestly a pretty nice city here. We might even stay the night. We're not too sure yet, because we were pretty pooped. We drove a lot. He drove 5 hours, I drove 2. And
it's really bad, guys. Carrying around a car like this, it really puts a hole on the car.
A hole on the car?
A hole. Like, it's tough to pull around a car like this. It's a lot of weight. 5,000 pounds.
Yeah. So it's pretty crazy though. We might decide to stay the night just because it was pretty crazy just trying to drive up here in the time frame that we had, because we were crunching on time so hard. But we're here now. But we're gonna go ahead and go to the fashion square now in Scottsdale and see some cool stores there. So yeah, let's go.
For some Legos. Who knows?
I don't know if they have a Lego store there, but we'll check. So we'll just see you guys there. All right, guys. So we made it here to the fashion square. We got this sick R8 right here. What, dude? You're a lucid air. What? Dude, that's sick. One of the newest electric cars. So check this out. I believe that's the battery pack. This is the charging system. This is the motor. Nice. This here. Sick. That. Cool. Guys, this mall is actually pretty massive. Look at this. This is pretty crazy, honestly. There's no mall like this where I live, so this is honestly pretty crazy.
Louis Vuitton.
Wait, say that again?
We found the Louis Vuitton.
Guys, we finally found it. Yeah.
Let's go Louis Vuitton.
Dude,
where's Mama?
I don't know what kind of series of mazes we took to get down here, but what is that? That's $46,000.
It's what you need for your treasures. I mean, what else are you gonna do? You look for your treasures.
I know, right? Look at all these duffel bags. This is crazy. Armani Exchange, Balenciaga.
The section is this.
Dang! There's more.
It's all disintegrated.
What the? This is pretty cool. Here's the men's Gucci store. Alright guys, so we're gonna actually leave the mall now because we gotta go back home. We're like 6 hours, 30 minutes away.
Got a long drive ahead of us.
Yeah, long drive. We're probably
doing night riding.
Anyways, oh gosh. Well, I bet if I open this, it's gonna like explode now. All right, guys, we made it back here to the car. Let's go ahead, hit the road, and get back home. All right, guys, it's about 10-12 p.m. right now. Still en route for about 5 a.m. or something. We have to drive a little bit slower because the trailer wants to keep swaying. But we are here now at the gas station. So we're getting a tank of gas right now in the Expedition. We might have to stop on the way for a little bit more gas before we can complete the route all the way. But here's the car. It's looking good. Super excited to see this car tomorrow morning in the daytime. So let's go ahead and continue the drive. Alright guys, it's about 1 a.m. now. We're still about 4 or 5 hours away, but we're powering through the night. Hopefully we get there pretty quickly. Maybe we'll see the sunrise too on the way, but yeah, this is our second gas stop. It should be our last time stopping at a gas station to get gas, but the car's doing great, so let's continue the drive. So we arrived here at a travel stop. It took us about 7 hours to get here, and the total ride, according to the GPS, was supposed to be 6 hours and 30 minutes. There's a train passing right there. That's pretty sick. But the reason it took so long to get here over the estimated time is because I had to drive like a little bit slower than usual, just because I had to keep the trailer from swaying too much. So we still have another 2 hours to go, so I did the math on that. And if it was a 6 hour and 30-minute drive, so I'll just call it 6 hours, then it took 7. So we drove 4 of those hours. It took us 7 total to get here, so that's 3 hours on top. So that's about per 2 hours. Per 2 hours, that's about an hour and 30 minutes, I'd say. Because what, that's hour 30, that equals 3 hours. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so it's an hour 30. So it took us about 3 hours and 30 minutes to get back all the way. So we're gonna take a rest stop here for a bit and sleep for a bit. And then we're gonna continue the drive. So it's 4 a.m. right now. So we should be out here like around 4:30. So we're not gonna sleep for too long, and then we should get home at about 7, maybe 8-ish. So we'll see, but let's go ahead and get some rest. Alright guys, we are almost there. We're about 35 minutes out. So a quick little update there. The sun has risen, so we got some light out here now. Car looks crazy though. Let's get in there though and finish the drive. So we just got back from that super long drive, but now what we're gonna go ahead and do, we're gonna try to get this thing started in today's video. I'm pretty sure it's gonna sound super sick, and hopefully there's not any major mechanical issues when we do start it. All right guys, so moment of truth. Hopefully we have some oil, because there is a lot of oil coolers busted, and that catch can did pop off. So hopefully no one started the car at the auction with that popped off, because that would have caused a lot of oil to leave the engine. But let's see what we got here. It's dry. Alright guys, well unfortunately we will not be starting this car because I do not want to risk seizing this engine. As you can see on this dipstick, it shows pretty much no oil in there, and I'd rather be safe than sorry. Alright guys, so it is a new day here now, and we got the Mustang into the shop right here. We got it off the trailer, and I want to explain to you guys how we got this thing into the shop right here, because as you guys know, we only have 2 functioning wheels on this car. The driver's side has 2 intact suspension points, and then the passenger side, both suspension parts are pretty much destroyed. So let me just go ahead and show you guys how we did it. So obviously, this whole wheel, this is pretty heavy right here, but
it's got the whole strut assembly.
Yeah, this has got everything still attached to it, but the way we did it is that wheel wasn't on the car, and this one I actually unbolted and took off, and I went ahead and I ratchet strapped all the suspension up so it's not drooping down and dragging on the ground. And the way we did it is, do we have one of those dollies around still?
Yeah, we should right there. There's a couple right there.
So basically what we did is we took basically this exact same dolly right here and just this rope right here, and then we took a piece of wood, a 3x6 piece of wood, and what we did is we strapped them to those dollies so the wood wouldn't move on the dolly itself. And then we made 2 of those, and we put them onto the pinch weld of the car. So we put one in the front here and one in the back, set the car down on it, and then the tricky part is, as you guys know, those U-Haul trailers, they actually have like little circular bumps in them, making it super hard for hard plastic wheels to roll on them. So that part kind of made it tricky to get the car off. So the way we did it is, those trailers are also too wide to fit into the bay of the shop. So what we did was, the shop door was open here, and we set the ramps inside, and what I did was I took a yellow ratchet strap and I strapped it around the rebar here, and one end of the strap was here, the other end was here on this floor anchor, and I ratchet strapped the floor anchor, and once I got enough tension on it, the strap was super tensed up, so I could pull on it and everything, and that just gives me so much more leverage, and the car would just pull itself in like that. So we did that enough times, and then at the very end, the car just rolled off like that. And the reason I didn't keep the dolly on the back wheel is because this car has a differential in the back, obviously. So when the driver's side wheel spins, it would want to spin that wheel. So to avoid any problems with that, I just took it off, and now the car is here, and it ended up in the shop nice and straight. But now I do want to tell you guys a quick little story about when we were picking up this car. So when we were picking up this car, we were pretty much racing against the clock. We weren't intending on getting to the auction lot at the time that we did. We were expecting to get there a little bit early, but with the drive being so long, we ended up getting there a little bit later than we thought we would. And by the time we got there, I called ahead of time and let them know that I was on my way there. And so what happened was they went ahead, they called the lot manager, and they told him everything that was happening. And he went ahead and he approved it, and he said that I can still come in and pick the car up on that day because it was on a Friday. And if he did not let me do that, then I would have to wait over the weekend in a totally new city and basically wait until the next business day. But luckily he approved everything and we were all good to go. So we went ahead and we finished up the journey, and we went ahead and we got there on time. And once we got there, we went into the lot and everything, and there was just this one girl who was giving us so many problems. She was like yelling about how it wasn't fair and everything. She was yelling at the other employees, and they basically told her like the yard manager approved it, like everything's good, but she didn't understand.
Man, there's a handprint on it.
That might have been for me.
So I'm gonna take that off. It looks weird on the camera.
Yeah, we did obviously open the hood on this car to make sure to get some power to it, because we did have to put this car in neutral to roll it in here. But anyways, so what happened was we get into the lot, and as soon as I drive in, I paid for the car and everything. So the way this auction lot worked is you pay for it in another building, and then the other building, which is about a block away, and I drive in, and then this girl starts yelling. She's like, "Pickup time's over, you gotta go," which I think I was like right there on time too. They closed at 4:30, and
You're on right before they close the gate.
Yeah, I was right there before they closed. But she said pickup time's closed, and she was just yelling that it was closed. And I said, no, it's okay. Obviously I'm not gonna say his name on camera, but I said that the yard manager approved it. And this guy comes and he says, was it for a foot? Like, he basically was gonna say Ford, and he pronounced the F and the O. And the girl interrupts him and said, we're not doing any pickups at this time right now. And she just wasn't understanding that this was all approved and this was all ready to go, and the vehicle was paid for. But basically then, after that guy came, I went ahead and I said, Ford Mustang? And he said, yeah. And then basically everybody knew what I was talking about because I had called about it. She still didn't understand that this was all ready to go, but that guy, thankfully, he was there and he helped us out, and he got the car out for us, and we did not have to wait over the weekend. But guys, this was just a video of us getting the Mustang Mach 1 to the shop right here. We picked it up all the way from an entirely different state. But guys, we will be going over the damages and interior, exterior damages of this car very, very soon. But guys, I hope you guys are loving this Mustang Mach 1 rebuild. I'm super excited to get to work on this car. But that is all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like this Mustang Mach 1 video, go ahead and hit that like button down below. And while you're at it, there's a shiny red subscribe button. But that is all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.